Life in Sumerian times in Mesopotamia. The ancient Sumerians lived in the Middle East. Sumerians came up with many inventions. They created the first writing system, the first plow for farming, and the first sailboat. They even created the first calendar based on the moon. Sumer was a group of cities. They were located in Mesopotamia between the Tigris and Euphrates River. The area is now called Iraq. The Sumerians began building their cities about 5,500 years ago. The Sumerian civilization lasted about 1,500 years. Then another people called the Babylonians conquered them, the cradle of civilization. The area is flat. The ground is mainly made up of sand and silt. Silt is like soil. The climate is very dry. Less than 7 inches of rain falls there each year. In the spring, the rivers flood their banks. They leave behind a layer of silt that is good for farming. Sumer's environment helped form its civilization. Civilizations are ways large groups of people live and work together. Crops grew very well in the silt from rivers. The sunshine was nonstop. The farmers built canals to water the crops. Before long, the desert was blooming with barley, dates, and other crops. There was plenty of food. Not everyone had to be a farmer. People were able to become merchants and craftspeople. A writing system. Because of the extra grain, the Sumerian cities grew rich. The government had many officials and priests. They were able to pay workers to build canals, cities, walls, and ziggurats. Ziggurats are what you see here. These were large brick buildings with flat roofs. Officials and merchants needed a better writing system. First, they used numbers. Then, simple pictograms were invented. These are pictures that represent an object or idea. I guess sort of like an emoji. A picture of the sun stood for sun. The Sumerians needed something better. They began using phonograms. These are symbols that represent sounds. Other cultures began using the Sumerian writing system. Sumerian wisdom. The Sumerians wrote on clay tablets. They used a pen made of a reed called a stylus. The clay tablets dried and became hard. They have lasted for thousands of years. Thousands of these tablets were dug up. Most of them recorded sales and lists of goods, but some are stories and letters. They tell much about the culture and history of the Sumerian people. The Sumerians were the first people to use the plow. They invented the sailboat and made a calendar based on the moon. Their calendar had 12 months like ours. They made a number system based on the number 60. We still use it to measure seconds and minutes. Sumer set an example for future civilizations.